Hi, my name is Tori Oglesby, and I'm going to be talking to you guys today about social media and screen time usage. So, do you ever just wake up in the morning and your screen is the first thing you look at? You check Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and so on. Is this really a good start to our day? I don't think so. It's creating a bad mental health, a negative start to our day. You're comparing yourself to others' lives. You've missed 8 hours of someone else's life. Is that really important? Is this really good for our mindset and mental health overall? Probably not. Now, to begin, social media destroys our mental health. According to the National Center of Health Research, 45% of adolescents say that they are on their phones almost the entire day. The entire day. And 44% say that they are on their phones most of the day. Now, we know that anyone with a cell phone, much as an iPhone, is checking their social media 24/7. Why? Why do we need to know what everyone else is doing? This is destroying our mental health overall, especially teens and young adults. They are almost all affected by social media mentally, and this is why. The most popular social media platforms are Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter for teens, Facebook for young adults. Well, they allow people to post stories, post all of their posts that they want of their happy moments, none of the negative and reality of life. Now, this is causing us to compare ourselves to their lives and think that ours are horrible when we're having a bad day. Now, they're also having a bad day, and maybe they post a selfie of them being happy, but they're not actually happy. So this is ruining our mental health overall, and we're comparing ourselves to others' lives who are also probably having a hard time. Now, 12 to 17-year-olds report depression. 13% of them report depression, and we wonder why at that young of an age would someone be depressed? Well, social media is a big cause of that, and honestly, one of the most common causes of it. 32% report anxiety and mental illnesses caused by social media, and this depression and illness is caused by the idea that our followers have spectacular lives like I just talked about. We mourn over the idea that we'll never be good enough, we'll never be as good as someone else, we'll never look like someone else, and that's not right. That's not how we should live our lives. Mental health requires mindset such as sleep. Social media use at night causes poor sleep, leading to more anxiety and depression. Now, us as humans, we need at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep to be healthy, but we tend to be on our phones at nighttime, and it causes us to stay up till midnight or 1 a.m., and this is not healthy for us or our mental health as well. Now, the light from our screen disrupts the circadian rhythm, and many wake up just to respond to messages. So a big thing with people being addicted to their phones and social media and just their screens tend to hear a buzzing in the back of their head that's not even real. Their phone going off when it's not going off. Now, this is just showing how addicted we are to our phones today, how worried we are about someone texting us or what we're missing out on when we should be living our lives without it. Now, this also can affect relationships. So, you're sitting on your phone with your partner next to you also on their phone, his or her. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is this is causing you to pay more attention to your screen than to them. And when it comes to a partnership, this can really affect that relationship, even with your friends and family as well, but mostly with that type of relationship, you guys need to give each other that attention, especially at the end of the day. And when at the end of the day you're spending time on your screens, it's taking away from that attention sexually and talking as well. You need to share your days, explain what you went through that day. If they're having a bad day, you may not know because you're spending time on the phone. Now, another one is it takes over students' education. Now, how? Everyone knows how. Most teens spend time on their phones 24/7. Even at the age of 10 now, people have phones. So basically, kids are sitting on their phones at school, during class, at lunch. This is affecting the whole educational experience in general, and it's very sad to see. Emily Crosberg states in her article, "Our generation is beginning to learn from social media. Students are saying that they learn more from social media and YouTube learning vocabulary, learning how to do things with their car, and just life lessons in general. They're learning these all on their phone instead of in person, face to face with someone else, hands on, and just experiencing it for themselves instead of watching a YouTube video. Now, students no longer focus in class knowing that they can Google their homework when they get home. This is a big problem as well, and I can say that I've done this personally being a student. I know that I can rely on my phone to answer my homework for me sometimes if I'm being lazy, which is the honest truth. And I know many students out there do this as well. Many spend 50% of their time on social media, which takes away from study time as well, affecting their grades overall. Students are basically being affected due to lack of interaction and communication between each other by being consumed in social media. This affects the way young students learn and develop with others, as well as learning behavior. Now, social media also affects our brain in many ways. Damon Barris tells us about different effects, such as overspending when scrolling through social media posts. 49% of millennials say that they overspend influenced by posts they see. So basically, when you're scrolling through Instagram, you see a post, you start stalking, you start researching this thing that you didn't even know existed before you went on social media. And you're all of a sudden on social media for 2 hours instead of just 10 to 15 minutes, which is not healthy for our mindset or our brains. It honestly affects our body as well. Now, these are posts you're viewing as well as beautiful foods that you're viewing. This is causing a craving for that food as well and can also make people gain weight, causing us to not be as healthy as we were. So basically what I'm saying is you see a post of chocolate cake, all of a sudden you want that chocolate cake when originally you never thought about that. Now this is causing you to undergo your physiological and neurophysical changes when you are actually not even hungry. So in conclusion, social media has its pros and cons. However, it does have a bigger negative impact in my eyes. The way it mutates our brain causes our lifestyle to change, as well as our mindset in life and things in general. Social media is disrupting our relationships, and it's a temporary distraction of reality, causing us to believe everyone else's lives are perfect without any flaws like our own. It creates an extremely negative mindset and decreases our mental health in every possible way. It's basically taking us away from our lives in general. Thank you.